Welcome back again. We're in the garage now. You may notice that we're missing a few large items, but if you ever wondered how to put this together when you already have one of these, this is your video. This is not a how-to. It may be a how not to. So thank you for watching. The Genie Signature Series, ultra quiet Wi-Fi enabled, belt drive, comes with all these goodies. This will probably be the most important part. I'm replacing the chain drive and motor with a belt drive because it's super quiet, and this one has a bad tendency of closing on me randomly and opening on me randomly and not working with the remote. So thankfully we do get hardware, 2 new remotes. This will be different than that. And a lots of other bells and whistles that I don't know if I'll need or not, but we're about to find out. I don't believe I'll need any of this since I've already got that track. I might be wrong, but let's jump in here. I think the first thing is I'm gonna have to remove this bad boy. So let's see how that goes. Welcome to the top. I brought a couple different sizes with me. The one that fits the best is the 13 millimeter. Not bad. Now, once these 2 screws are removed, however, this entire track is unsupported. So how will I get this down safely? And yes, first step was unplugging it. So yeah, once I take this off, these 2 screws are the only thing supporting this side of this entire track. And I should probably take that bolt out. Oh, wait, no, that won't really help the track itself. Much smaller. Ooh, that's why I brought my 10 millimeter. Nope. 12 millimeter. Nope, I need an 11 millimeter. And it does not come with my cobalt set. I've got a 10 and a 12, but I need an 11. What size is this? 13. I need an 11. Be right back. The reason I didn't bring an 11 is because they don't have a deep well 11. I had to get a shorty and an extension. This is sketchy as all get out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sticky situation. I may need both hands. Be right back. All right, I'm still on the ladder. Very good idea that I did that with two hands, because once I removed that bolt, everything came apart. All right, warning. I also didn't unhook the power here, the communication cables, so they're still tethered. Even though I disconnected the power, I didn't connect the communication cables. So, luckily I had my storage shelves up here, so I could lay that there. I made a temporary home for that just so I could get to the other side and take that down. And the chain just fell like that. Luckily, I don't have any windows in my garage door. That could have been an expensive mistake. Live and learn. This is not a how-to. However, it may be a how not to. All right, I think I can leave all these up. The supports, because they're, they just do what they do. This is coming down possibly. I might be able to reuse it. I don't know, but the chain definitely has to come off. So let's move to the other side. The green and yellow part does not come out. They slide out. You press these tabs in, it releases, and the wires come out. This part doesn't come out, even though I've tried to pry it with a flathead screwdriver. These little orange pieces go in and release the wires. 10 minutes of my life. On this side, this simply slides out. When you release this little tab right here, like the manual release when the power goes out, when you release that, this slides freely and comes off. So no drama there. That surprises me. That may have to be changed out, this little twisty, because it does have some ribs in there. So I don't know if that'll be compatible. This will have to come off because I believe it gets changed out. I will have to check. All right, that part was easy. The chain part coming off was easy. Just manually pull like the power's out and it slides right out. All right, I believe another easier than expected part. That's not a bolt, that's just a latch pin. All right, I believe that will just slide off the end just like the chain will. Man, all right, let's try that. All right, back at this side, I just have to remove this one little nut and bolt here, and all that slides off the end, and I think I can feed the other stuff through it. Just remove this little, I think this is an 11. Nope, bigger than 11. 12. Bigger than a 12. Back to the 13. So if it's not an 11, it's a 13 on this project so far. For some reason, don't know why, engineers, 13 on the bottom, 11 on the top. So grab your wrench with your crescent or with your ratchet, and you're going to need both. Back on the ground momentarily. Easy peasy so far. Now, this. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. So this is for the belt. This must be for that square tubing. So I will have to replace that, even though it works very, very nicely. Unless. Oh, it's thicker. All right, this beam's got to come down. Shoot. On this side, be careful. Once you remove these two bolts, these still support that. Once you start messing with it, that falls down. If you don't have the other side supported, you're going to be in for a bad time. Don't understand. But for some reason, that's just hinged. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. Nope, all of it's got to come down. All of this changes. So that's even got to come down up there. Everything changes. The further you get into this, the further you realize that this was not just a direct replacement. This is like a whole new kit. Because that goes there. This goes inside here. Like that. The belt goes around it some way. This is replacing everything. Not the quick job I thought it was going to be, so be prepared. Hanging. I don't think I'll need that. I will need this because that is the new end up there. Oh, that's my new button. I got to replace my button too. That makes sense. Okay, good. It's not a looped belt. It separates on the end. Good, 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 good. So I can run it through. And it goes on the inside of that, I believe. No, it wouldn't. It'd go on the out. It would not go through that. It would go on the outside of it. It goes through that and around this, and back to up there. I'm learning as I go. I was reading the wrong instructions. This is the actual instructions. It's huge. I don't know how I missed it, but it was in the box. And I got the booklet out instead of the big poster. Live and learn. Old one off. New one on. Even use the same holes. Do yourself a favor. I leveled mine with the bottom hole, pre-existing, and I drilled me a new one for the top one because it's a little bit taller. You would not imagine how tall these doors actually, how high these doors actually come. And it says you take the highest point, which will be about right there, and you go 2 inches above that, is what the instructions say. So that lined up almost dead with that bottom screw hole. So I lined up with that, used the existing one, got me a drill, made me a new hole for the top bolt, and there we go. Now I'm on this step, so it says take the gold threaded end. That's silver, that's gold. And start on the left side and go around the right side and back to the end. So, gold sided through that side. Okay. All right, gold side is through. This is where the tightener comes in. Okay. So I'm on the right side of it. Screw both sides in. Hold and tighten, hold and tighten. Then assemble. Okay. All right. Once you get it started on one side, immediately hook the other side in, because it's when you thread it on one, you're threaded on both. And that tightens it up as you tighten here, because the way these are threaded, you're tightening them both at the same time. So get it on there, continue with them both at the same time. Once you get it tight, hold the center part and bring these right here in. So they don't move. And tighten those up. I don't know how tight it said to get. Hold thread shafts in the same hands and rotate turnbuckle. Bottom of rail, 1/4 inch. A little bit more. That's how it roughly should go. Let me get over here where the light's better. There. That's what tension should look like. About 1/4 inch from the bottom. And fairly tight. Not super tight. Not banjo or guitar string tight, just hanging 1/4 inch from the bottom. If you've gotten this far, make sure you pay attention to this right here, because on this one there's a screw hole on the bottom and it connects to that. If that's upside down, you're gonna have to redo every bit of that. Pay attention to that little sticker. If you have helping hands or a buddy that owes you a favor for this part, get them to help. That was rough, one person. Because it doesn't drop like the other one does. Or I should say, it doesn't drop like the other one did. I don't know if the other one, well, the other one was longer. Yep, that one's longer, this one's not. So it hits on this beam, and you can't get those to line up unless you pick that part up, because that part's not on the ground. So if you've got a buddy, let him help you. The next part was sliding this end onto the spindle there and putting 2 screws here and 2 screws here. All 4 of them were 11 millimeter. Now I have to swing all this weight up to there. And I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to come up quite a bit short here. And I don't want to move that. Maybe that's what these brackets are for, hopefully. Because that's quite a difference. That bar there, that was up. Quite a bit longer than this one that come with the kit. Quite a bit longer. Oh, and that was just a pin and bolt. Let's try it. Oh yeah, quite a big difference. So I will be using these pieces to bridge that gap, because even when I pull them forward, they're still quite a bit short. So I found me some small bolts here. I don't know what these came with. I'm assuming a TV mount. To bridge this, putting 2 in one side and 1 on the other, because there is a bracket there on this. I don't know what these came for. I don't know what they're used for. I assume this is the purpose, to bridge gaps. But we're going to try it and find out. That is not what these are for. I repeat, that is not what these are for. The metal's not strong enough. And when you go to pick it up, it will give. I don't imagine it would be much stronger if you mounted it first, because all that torque. So these are not what these are meant for. That is not how that goes. Oh. I'm going to move that entire assembly forward. Luckily, my garage door doesn't need to go back that far. So, I should be all right. More than enough room. Live and learn. Now we're to the fun part. Now it does say, if able to use existing wiring, so that's what I did. And if you're asking me how I need to do this part, if you remember, I filmed taking the other one down, so I just put it exactly how the other one was, in the exact same order. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to 1, 2, 3, 4. So it might be right. We're gonna try it. All right, now time to replace this one with this one. Will it make a difference? I don't know, but I get a new button. Trying to figure out wiring. This one came from the controller, and these two came from the door sensors. Okay. Why would you splice them like this and cross over? Because this orange and white one came from the switch, and those four came from the sensor. So why cross them over like this and bridge them? I don't know. Let's see if I can untangle this. Well, it's a different day, a very rainy day, but it is fully installed, minus that light bulb. I did go ahead and replace the sensors because they did not work without it. I just snipped the old ones and wired them in. Very easy. And a new button. There it is, new button. A little bit bigger than the old one, but it works and it stays lit up, so that way when it's dark out here, the other one, that one doesn't stay lit up, so this one does, and I like that. I've not done the second one yet. It still has the old motor on it, but I found out where I move that forward, this garage door does not go up as high as this one. So, to fix that problem, I did have to buy a extender, like an accessory thing, but it was available at the same store, so this one will go up all the way, where this one lacks a little bit, where I had to move it forward just a little bit. But live and learn. All right, but that concludes this video. It's been a 2, if not 3-day adventure, buying it, putting up the initial part of it, and then finishing it up today. So that was a lengthy process. That was a weekend project, definitely. But it's worth it. All the remotes work, and wife's happy with it. So great success. All right. Thank you for watching this video again. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a dislike if you didn't like this video and you think it wasted your time. And leave a comment if you've had a different way to do this, or if you've installed these professionally and you see where I may have messed up, especially taking the motor down and supporting it on things. I'm very lucky that I had these shelves beside me, because if I didn't have that, I would have been out of luck. But thank you, everyone, and bye-bye.